Good. All right. Really pleased again with the way that we started. Really just the last 4 weeks getting off to a fast start has been awesome. I thought we took control of the game early on the first 2 drives. And then the other thing that Coach Sweeney's really spent a lot of time talking to our guys about is kind of that middle 8, those last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half. To be able to go get 2 touchdown drives there in that last 2 minutes before half was critical. And then to be able to come out really challenging the guys, getting the ball back in the third quarter, and first 2 drives of the second half to get 2 more touchdowns, getting 4 touchdowns there, I think was really important. A lot of guys did a good job. T. Higgins, 3 touchdowns. Really proud of him. He did a really good job attacking the ball. He's been playing really well and finally got some good opportunity today. Also a senior, DeAndre Overton, made some really big plays in his last game. And then it's pretty neat on senior day to have 2 true freshmen go out there and make some big plays. They've made some plays this year, but that was really the first time with Frank Ladson, with Justin Ross being out, getting checked out a little bit. Frank was in there rolling with the ones, and that was a critical play down there at the goal line, and that was good to see him go finish that play. And then later on, Joseph Ngata, that was a really nice play for him to keep bringing those guys along. So, pleased with how we played. I thought we finished out our home, season really well for those seniors, and getting ready here in 2 weeks for South Carolina.
Jeff, can you tell us anything about Justin?
Yeah, biggest thing, they're still getting checked out. The initial thing is that they're going to be fine and be back, but I'm sure they'll continue to get checked out tomorrow, but we expect them to be back based off initial comments.
He had a couple drops last week. How good was it to see him respond?
Yeah, I think that was the first time he's dropped a ball all year. It was last week, so it was great to see him get an opportunity to go make some big plays and not just a normal play. Those were some really nice catches, having to really go attack the ball in coverage. And, he's been playing very, very well. Just the way our season has gone, we're running the ball really well. We've got a lot of guys out there. We haven't really had to force the ball to him a whole lot this year. But he knows that his time is coming, especially as we start getting into this championship phase of our season. And so I thought it was great for him and Trevor to have a big day together.
I know it would be nearly impossible to duplicate what Justin did in the 2 playoff games last year, but are Ngata and Ladson maybe poised to really maybe up their production once the postseason rolls around?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is true freshmen, right? This is game 11 for them. And, everybody should improve as the season goes, but for the freshmen, I think every week is critical for them. They've been practicing really well. I think the season probably is getting long for them coming out of high school. Thinking about both guys being here since January. They and same thing happened to Justin last year. About week 8, week 9, they're kind of looking around like, how long is this going to go on? This is pretty tough. And then they kind of catch their second wind. And Justin did that last year. And I think today was kind of that moment for both Joe and Frank to kind of catch their second wind and really settle in and play better maybe than they had the last few weeks.
Coach, your sudden change, quick strike offense, right there before halftime with 20 seconds left on the clock. How good is it to see those guys execute at that level now that you're heading into championship?
They're obviously points off turnovers are critical. That's how you win games, is that sudden change. Our defense has really done a good job this year getting the ball to us and in good field position. And so we really chart how many of those times when they get us the ball do we go and score? Do we go and capitalize on it? And so, you think about how we started the game, kind of a 1-2 punch there with those first 2 touchdowns, and then I kind of felt that at the end of the second quarter right there, another 1-2 punch to really kind of put the game in, good margin there going into halftime.
With the bye week coming so late, at what point do you guys turn your attention to South Carolina and kind of start talking about that rivalry?
Sunday. Actually, Coach Sweeney just talked about it, just all the focus. Obviously, it's one of our goals. We have 5 goals for our season, and it's a goal of its own. So obviously, it's something that the guys look at the list of goals all year long. They know how important this is. And obviously our guys know, what we have the potential to do after this, after the South Carolina game. But Coach Sweeney, makes it very clear to our guys that all our focus is into this game. And, we want to go out and play our best game and not really think about anything else. And, I expect us to have 2 weeks to get a good plan together and get some of these guys that got banged up, get them healthy, and and go down there and play our best game of the year.
They jumped into more of a two-man